Welcome to the testing world. In this session, I'll show you next topic, which is all available annotations in TestNG. So previously we have seen few annotations of TestNG. Now I'll show you what all annotations we are having in TestNG, how we can use them, and what would be the order of execution. For that, first of all, I'm just moving to the Eclipse, and there on the Eclipse, here we can analyze this file testng.xml. So after analyzing, you can easily understand what all the annotations we are having. So if you remember, previously we have seen test, before method and after method. But if you analyze this file, like first of all we have two comment lines, so just ignore them. Then we have a suite. Inside the suite you have a test. Inside the test we have class. So by looking these three options, you can easily understand 6 more annotations. Before suite, after suite. Before test, after test. Before class, after class. So now what I'm going to do, I'll create one more test case file here, and I'm going to put all the annotations. So first I'm saying public void tcase1, and I'll just print annotation name. So it's my test annotation. Okay. And I'm going to put the same annotation on the top of test case. Okay. Now I'm going to make two more annotation which we already gone through, before method, after method. So I'm saying bmet, and here I'm going to print before method and just putting the same annotation. Okay. Copying the same method and put here using the annotation after method. So these annotations you have seen previously, and the method name is amet. I'm giving the amet. Okay, these are the three annotations we have seen. Now we can have two more annotation, before suite and after suite. So I can mention like public void b suite, and as of now it's just a print statement, but in actual automation we are going to write automation code in these annotations. So I'm saying before suite, writing one more method, public void a suite, and just putting after suite. Okay, putting the annotation here before suite and after suite. Okay, so we have covered this. Now if you go here, you will get before test and after test. So I'll write two more methods. I'll just copy these and writing like before test, after test, changing the name b test a test, and print before test, after test. Okay, now if you notice, we have two more annotation. We could have two more annotation, before class, after class. So let me just copy them again, and before class, after class. Going to change these method name, b class, a class, and changing the print statement like before class, after class. Now how it will execute? Execution will be according to this order. First of all, before suite, before test, before class. When it is going to the actual class, there we have a before method, test, after method, then after class, after test, after suite. So if you remember this file, you can easily identify the order of your annotation in TestNG. So let me execute them, and here we check before suite, before test, before class. So that is before. Then before method, test case, and after method, after class, after test, and at the end after suite. So just remember this testng.xml, and by which you can easily identify what all the annotations we are having and what would be the order of execution if we use all these annotations. So here in this session we have covered what all the annotations we are having in testng. Only last topic is pending, which is grouping of test case, which I'm going to cover in next session. That's all we have. Thanks for watching this video.